Alright everyone, Cowboy Trades here, welcome back to the channel for another update on Solana. So Jupiter is here, the JUP airdrop is going to be coming in less than 1 hour's time. Probably it's going to be live by the time you're watching this video. So in today's episode I want to give you a debrief on what's happening on Solana, and I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I'm incredibly bullish on the JUP airdrop. Now of course, I'm going to humor you at the end of the video, we're going to do a tiny bit of TA, but the main focus of today's video is not what's happening in the Bitcoin price, not what's happening in the Solana price, it's what's going to be happening in JUP, because I think there's going to be a lot of money to be made in this airdrop today. Now before I give you 3 different potential price targets ranging from $1 to $16.62 for Jupiter, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I'm incredibly bullish on Jupiter. The first reason is that Jupiter directs 80% of all organic volume on the Solana blockchain and 65% of its total volume. The second reason is that Jupiter is the most used DeFi trading platform by unique wallets across all major blockchains, even eclipsing PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and absolutely eclipsing MetaMask. Which ties into the third reason, specifically for Solana, it is the largest DEX on Solana. A lot of people are very used to Radium. Radium has about 500,000 users in the past 30 days. Jupiter is doing over 2x that amount of users. The fourth reason is that Jupiter is the top 2 in terms of volume in DEXs on CoinGecko in the past 24 hours. The fifth reason I'm bullish on Jupiter is in the past week it was one of the top perpetual futures platforms in all of DeFi, pulling in 1.4 billion worth of total volume in the past week, and this is while it is only 3 months old. Jupiter is growing by the day. The sixth reason I'm so bullish on Jupiter is this Jupiter airdrop is slightly smaller in size than the When airdrop that just came out. Now basically everyone who's got a JUP airdrop would have been able to claim the When airdrop, and at its peak the When airdrop was worth around about $140. Despite that though, over 30% of people did not claim the When airdrop, and that 30% in supply got burned. Now a similar thing could happen with Jupiter. I think it's very likely that at least 25% of the JUP airdrop goes unclaimed and is potentially burned at that moment in time. Now, we've seen a constriction in the circulating supply. Originally, it was meant to be 2 billion, then it got changed to 1.7 billion, and quite recently, Meow has just come out and said the initial circulating supply is now going to be 1.35 billion. So the circulating supply is getting slashed. The seventh reason I'm so bullish on Jupiter is, of course, Jupiter is a DEX, but this token is getting listed on major exchanges across the world. It's been confirmed to be listed on Binance, OKX, KuCoin, Bitfinex, and Bybit. I wouldn't be surprised if Coinbase is next. The eighth reason why I'm so bullish on Jupiter is a reason why I'm so bullish on Solana. If Solana does well, I think Jupiter does well. And Solana is continuing to dominate Ethereum and Bitcoin in terms of its daily addresses. Once again, Solana maybe not always pulling up as much volume in terms of US dollars as Ethereum, but there's a lot more people on this network. A lot of people don't have, $200 to have worth of failed gas fees on Ethereum, so people are looking for cheaper chains. The ninth reason I'm bullish on Jupiter is there's already a lot of volume coming in from limit orders on Optimism. This is cross-chain. This is basically allowing people on different chains. So for example, over on Ethereum, people are sending their USDC, they are paying their ETH gas fees, but they're going to be claiming Jupiter on the Solana blockchain. So this just shows that despite the fact that a lot of ETH maxis are really focused on ETH, a lot of them agree with the narrative on Jupiter. So I think Jupiter is going to be a very big event, and a lot of people from different chains are going to have their eyes on this. Now let's talk about the 10th and final reason why I'm so bullish on Jupiter, and this is going to come down to my price prediction. As we discussed earlier, if we're looking at the second largest DEX on the Solana ecosystem, it's going to be Radium with around about 500,000 users. Now Jupiter is eclipsing this by more than 2x. So what I want to do is I want to come over to the Radium price. If you didn't know, Radium has their own token Ray, and this is currently putting in a market cap of around 314 billion. Now in the past month or so, Radium has seen a correction, and it almost topped out at approximately a $500 million market cap back in December. So what I want to do is take that base case of Radium being around about a $500 million market cap. And if we come over to this market cap calculator and assume that the price of Jupiter is going to be $1, then you can see just exceeding 2x of Radium's previous market cap high in the past few months or so, we could be sitting at about 1.35 billion worth of market cap, and that would equate to Jupiter being worth $1. Now, the second price prediction that I've got is going to be taking Uniswap. As we previously discussed, the difference between volume happening right now on Jupiter and Uniswap is not too much. So what I want to do is I want to come over to CoinGecko and I want to find the Uniswap token. I'm going to come over to Uniswap, and you can see this currently has a market cap of around about 4.5 billion. Now, if we go back over to the market cap calculator and we type in the price of $3.30, looking at the circulating supply that will be coming out for Jupiter, you could see that this would put us at a very, very similar market cap of 4.45 billion for Jupiter if the price of Jupiter is going to be $3.3. I also think this is a very conservative price target, which could happen within a month or so of JUP launching. Now, the final price prediction is not my personal price prediction, and this one is just a little bit of fun out there for the apes and the degens looking for some hopium. Now, this was posted by this user over here called Sol_NXXN, and he talked about a similar price prediction using Uniswap, looking at the JUP token with the all-time high market cap of Uniswap. Now, if you look at that, you get the price of $16.62 per Jupiter. Like I said, very, very bullish situation that would happen at that moment in time. Not my personal price prediction, but in this bull cycle, could I potentially see Jupiter up at $10, maybe even more? I do think that's potentially likely. Now, let's wrap up today's video with a tiny bit of TA. I've gone through why I'm so bullish on JUP. I've been talking about this on my Discord. I've been talking about this on Twitter. Hopefully some of you guys were allocated the JUP airdrop. I am personally going to be holding a lot of my JUP airdrops. In fact, I'm not going to sell any of the JUP that I have got on airdrop allocation. I've actually been using the platform Whales Market to buy more JUP OTC, and let's say if JUP goes to a phenomenal price target within a couple of days, 24 hours or so, I may consider selling some of the JUP that I bought extra on OTC. But the JUP that I got airdropped, I plan on hodling that for a very, very long time, at least until, you know, a much higher market cap. I wouldn't consider selling below $2, $3, let's just put it that way. So first of all, jumping into Bitcoin. As you can see, following some of the TA that we talked about yesterday, this was the level that you wanted to get above. This is the 50 TMA, and currently this is placed at 43,350. Now, Bitcoin is struggling a tiny bit to get above this level. I don't think it's the end of the world. We are kind of getting crushed between some very crucial levels at this moment in time. So this just means that volatility is going to flatline, and at some point that volatility is going to come back in a major way. Now, if we pull up the stochastic RSI on the daily time frame, you can see it's to be expected that we're having a slight correction. The daily stock is topping out at this moment in time, and we are rolling back down. However, I still want to point out on the weekly time frame, with this correction that we've had from 49,000 all the way down to 38,000, I really think this was the bottom of the dip. The weekly stochastic RSI has almost completely reset at this moment in time. So I think by time the daily stochastic RSI resets, it's going to be one of these situations like this where, yeah, we're going to be in the red for a little bit of time. But once that daily stock resets, it may be fully reset within 2 days or so. We'll be getting ready for that next mega run back up to the upside. Now, do remember, if we are looking at where the exact bottom is in terms of price, it doesn't always correlate to the exact bottom in terms of the stock. So for the next 24 hours, we may see the price move down slightly, and we may see the stock come down to around about 30 or 40. And at that point, coming into tomorrow, you know, the stochastic RSI may take a little bit of extra time to bottom, but the price can continue pushing up further. So this is really the level that I want to keep my eye on. If we're looking at the heart line of the Bollinger Bands right now, you can see we're sitting just above the heart line. Now, we did come up to the top of the Bollinger Bands on the 4-hour time frame as well. You know, we're kind of sitting right around that heart line. And on the 4-hour, we are above the 50 TMA with the 4-hour stochastic RSI resetting. So, you know, really looking at the weekly time frame, looking at the 4-hour, looking at the daily, I don't think we've got too much more of a correction underway. I do think, however, that a lot of eyes are going to be on the JUP airdrop for the next 24 to 48 hours, and that can suck out some of the value in the market cap of both Bitcoin and Solana, because a lot of people are going to be selling Solana, a lot of people are going to be selling Bitcoin in order to buy more JUP. I know that I haven't sold any Bitcoin, but personally I've got Solana, I've converted it to USDC, I've converted a lot of it to USDC, and I've gone all in on JUP. So I think this is one of the reasons why, at least for the next 24 hours, Solana may just like chop sideways, not really do too much. But then when JUP does really well, all eyes are going to be on Solana and the Solana ecosystem. People are going to be taking profit. They're going to be taking profit in Solana. People are going to be like, oh, I need to get some of that JUP. Let me buy some Solana. Let me put some liquidity into this ecosystem. If it does well, I think Solana does well, and it brings all tides up with it. Also, talking about volatility, if we're looking at the EMA ribbons and we hide the Bollinger Bands and the 50 TMA, you can see the EMA ribbons on the daily time frame, we're above them, we're retesting them, and these are getting tighter and tighter and tighter and constricting. Now, what typically happens is when EMA ribbons and Bollinger Bands are at their widest, you see the least amount of volatility in price action. And when they're at their tightest, you see the most amount of explosive volatility. Here you can see they're at the tightest, most amount of volatility when they're at their widest sideways chop. Now, right now, they're tightening, guys. So get ready for a big move. This is my opinion. You can see, we talked about, the retail alternative of this. A lot of retail traders are going to be looking at this trend line saying, hey, we need to get above this trend line at 44,000. A lot of people are going to be looking at the 50 TMA. Well, mainly the cowboys who understand the 50 TMA strategy, but we're going to be looking at this level round about 43.4 and round about this level 44,000, and we're going to be saying, hey, for the next couple of days, while we're above these EMA ribbons, while we're above the heart line of the Bollinger Bands, round about 41,700, if we're above these levels, all is looking good. We're building momentum. We're going to allow the stock to reset. Volatility is going to come back, and when it does, I think we're going to get ready to blast back up to the upside. And it's the same situation with Solana. Yesterday, Solana exited the Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame up at $106.66. It's currently above the 50 TMA, so it's showing a lot more strength than Bitcoin is right now. Like I said, all eyes are on Solana. Solana is massively outperforming Bitcoin. Maybe not in the past 24 hours. But in the past couple of weeks or months, it is outperforming. It's broken out of this bull flag, it's broken to the top of the Bollinger Bands, and it's resetting. It's resetting, it's retesting the bull flag, it's retesting the 50 TMA, it's retesting the EMA ribbon. So all in all, for the next 24 hours, like I said, I don't want to focus too much on the price of anything apart from Jupiter. Right now, I think Jupiter is going to be the narrative for the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm incredibly bullish on this. I think this is going to go from anywhere between $1 and $3 within the first 24 hours. More conservatively, $1 to $2. Even more conservatively, $1 is really my base case of where I think we're going to be going. I think very quickly, Jupiter's going to be trading at 70 cents, and I think it's going to slowly creep up throughout the day up to $1. So for today, my friends, that's all I've got. I hope you got some information today. I hope you learned something new. Hope you found out some reasons, 10 different reasons why I'm bullish on Jupiter. Maybe some of these reasons are new to you, but yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button, smash the comment button, share the videos with your friends. I'm going to try and be more active from now on. I'm going to try and do a daily upload. We'll see how long that lasts. No promises, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's been your boy Cowboy Trades. I'm out. Peace.